Howdy, gang. Guess who's back? And yes, today is a weird day. Nobody's here yet because I apparently forgot to schedule the broadcast. And, and I could have sworn I scheduled it. Maybe it was the one for Monday that I remember scheduling, but I remember scheduling it on StreamYard. And the one on Monday I did not schedule on StreamYard. But then all these things schedule the same on StreamYard and they all look the same in the end. So maybe I just remember a former broadcast I scheduled. I don't know. The whole thing is weird. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to show up and to notice that I'm on. I don't know how it works with these YouTube notifications now. I've had someone, I think was it last time, who complained that they didn't get the notification until like a day later. Bree, good morning, Bree. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. My mind is just all over the place. It's just weird. So I thought I scheduled the broadcast and I was looking for it. Hey, Sue. Hey, Alice. Yay, you're starting to find me. Maybe someone is getting notifications after all. And why is my thing blue? I want this to be purple. That thing. Was it always blue? I know some people have a pink one. Hey, Karen. If anyone knows how to change the color, well, it's not something I need to do now, obviously. I'll do that another time. So, yeah, everything is weird. Ever since I got back from my vacation, I kind of lost it. I'm just not remembering how to do things anymore. Yay, I'm glad you got the notification, Karen. Thank you for letting me know. So, yeah, we are live again. I've got totally cool stuff, and I'm going to wait a few more minutes to give a few more people the opportunity to arrive before it's too late, before they miss out on something totally cool. Oh boy, and we've had rain. We've had a very cool, rainy night. And I forgot to open the windows. Normally when it's rainy and when it gets a little cooler outside, I open the windows and let some air in the house because usually in the summertime you got the AC running for 4 months straight. And you don't open any windows because when you have the AC on, you don't do that. And I hate it because I always like to have my windows open. So, anyways, um, how's everybody else doing? Yeah, it hasn't been too bad actually. Hello, Simi Free. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad, surprisingly. This summer, I mean, I was gone for 3 weeks, but since I've been back, it hasn't been extremely hot. I think it's been around 104 or so at some point for a few days, but it's been last couple of weeks or last week or so. It's been a little more rainy and it's been a little more. Yeah, that thunder was woke me up too. That was amazing. I didn't see any lightning because I had my eyes closed, but I heard the thunder. I kind of liked it actually. So yeah, either way, it's different this year, and I actually appreciate it. Yeah, you had that monsoon the other day too, Bree. That was I know when I didn't hear back from you for a while, I started to get worried. In fact, when you did show back up, I was just getting ready to text you to see if everything was okay. I hear that she's driving in the monsoon and she's pulled over, and then the next thing is like for the next half hour or so or 45 minutes, nothing. Crickets. I was like, what's going on? I hope Bree is okay. So everything is good, everything is fine, and yeah, uh, I have cool stuff today, and I hope the lighting works. It seems to work okay. I tried on the headlights. I turned on the headlight earlier because it's a little bit grayish in here today. The natural sunlight is missing, obviously, because it's raining. Well, actually, it's drizzling now. Actually, I think it stopped raining, but it's still dry. And yeah, I was worried about not being able to show everything on being seen, but my ring light is somewhere. I know where it is, but I didn't have the time to set it up because I didn't realize I needed it until like 5 minutes before the broadcast, and then I realized my broadcast wasn't scheduled. Ay, 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 ay. How did I make it to almost 60 years? This fuddy duddy that I am. Oh yeah, and a month from today is my birthday. Oh boy, another big one. Another new decade starting. And the new decades went downhill since 40. So I don't even want to think about what this decade is gonna bring. Ancestor beginnings, howdy ho. I know I used to know your name before and I keep forgetting. I apologize for that. So yeah, I've got some pictures today. I know it's kind of odd. It's kind of iffy because they're kind of awkward to ship and not really my biggest sellers, but they're just so cool that I had no choice but to offer them. Maybe y'all like them, and if not, I won't blame you because yeah, the shipping is a pain. But I'm also always offering to take the picture of the frame, and for the most part, I've had people take me up on that, and that makes the shipping easier and cheaper because no glass to worry about. Hi Jane, good morning. What else happened this week? Well, yeah, I've been kind of lazy. I've been shopping for some reason, even though there's still so much stuff in my house that needs to go away. In fact, I was actually considering selling off my purple collection because I just have too much stuff in the house. And I really don't want to worry about storage. My storage unit is full right now. A lot of it is family heirloom art that I really, really need to sell, but I don't know how to go about selling it because it's all probably is fairly valuable, not super valuable, but fairly valuable. Definitely more valuable than Goodwill donation worth. So, and I need to really find someone who can give me a give me an estimate on those things. I know I talked to George. He said he'd be happy to look at pictures and at least see if he can point me the right way because he's too far away to actually look at them. The problem with art is you have to take them out of the frame, and I really don't want to mess with the frames. And some of these are in such bad shape that I don't know if they're even worth anything anymore. But they're also really old, so a lot of it is Japanese. We have Japanese stuff because my grandmother had a relative in Japan. When I was a kid, I know she went to Japan a few times and she brought me back cool stuff like a kimono and stuff. So, yeah, I was always very fascinated by that. But I was never able to go myself and discover Japan and meet that person. I don't even remember now who that was because there's no Asian lineage in our family. It was someone that someone got married to, obviously. I know she was a lady. I don't know who the husband was. So, anywho, now that we and I'm solo again today. Yeah, sorry, I just haven't really sat down and started sending out emails and invite other sellers on my show. Not because I don't want to, but because I'm just blah. That requires me to actually turn on that brain and decide who to invite, even though I'm sure I could just invite everybody who's been on here before. I'm sure they'll all be interested in coming back again. And if not, they'll let me know and I will not get my feelings hurt because I understand everybody has busy schedules. So So what do we have? I've got all this cool stuff I brought back last weekend, which again I should probably get rid of the stuff that I well get rid of sounds a little rude. Rehome the stuff that I already have, especially my purple collection. I really don't want to though. Ah, that's hard. There's this one item I picked up a while ago at the antique mall that I know has a certain value. Um, So that's probably gonna be at an upcoming sale. I do have a couple of sales scheduled with other vendors this month. Coming up on Sunday with Beth, Carolina Princess, Sweets, Treats, and Pretties, or whatever I, I'm horrible about names, especially complicated names. She's the one who sent me that totally cool tiger. That's the one that showed up literally the day I left for Germany, right on time for me to take him with, and then I left him at home. Crazy Maze, howdy ho! Thank you so much, appreciate it. Hey, Barbie. Barbie, you were supposed to come back on my show, right? Well, everybody was supposed to come back on my show. So what else? Let's start doing some selling. Some selling. Yeah, that's all good. I don't mind you being yes, thank you. That Bree, that's the one. I think 12:30 Eastern on Sunday is my sale with Beth. 12:30 Eastern, and it'll be cool. It'll be fun. We had a sale over here on my channel before, so now we're gonna go over on her channel, and who knows, maybe I can con her into coming back to my channel again too. She's really cool. Far away, but cool. And yes, I'm still planning that road trip, but geez, um, anything that's more than one overnight is hard because I need a sitter every time. And if I just want to go away for a long weekend, I don't know if I can find a sitter who will just come for a couple of days. But then the lady I had this past time, she was really good. So, and she's local, so maybe she'll come over again. So, where do we start? Yeah, I've got these super cool pictures, and you know what, I'm gonna start with the art because that way there I'm gonna do a recap later if nobody is here now who's interested in it. That gives other people a chance to see it later. Now this is the one I showed on Monday. Well, actually I showed it both on Monday. I showed most of this on Monday. That's the Patty Deuter, or Deuter I would say, but Americans I think call it Deuter, Deuter. It is a very native looking piece of art, and she is from New Mexico, that lady. So if you like the native type, and it is numbered and signed, it's in a real nice frame. I really like this frame. I usually buy these frames for myself, and now I have like I have boxes and boxes full of these frames. A lot of them with my own pictures in them, but I have nowhere to hang them anymore because I have so much art already on my walls. I need to move. I need to move. I need a bigger house, one that has just an art gallery room and just a shipping and selling room. Yeah. So this is number. Let me see, number 607 of 900, and it's from 1997. We're starting this at $20, and we're gonna do offer ups again today. So here's her signature, and here is I don't know if it's the number. So this is a very nice framed original art by Patty Deuter. She also produces hand-colored embossings that are signed and numbered, blah blah. So I don't know if she's now. I mean, that was 1997. She was in Colorado, originally from New Mexico. I don't know. I did not Google her. I don't know if she's still active now or if she's still alive or what she's doing now. But it's a real beautiful piece. And let me see. I know I have this thing called measurement thingy, which I know is the scientific name, the measurement thingy. So outside measurements are about 13 by 11. And again, I'm very always happy to take it out of the frame and ship it without the frame, which would make the shipment a lot lighter. But with a frame, at least the piece of art is protected. I really like this little Zulu bear down there. That looks like a little piece of turquoise. Of course, I can't see through the frame if it's a real turquoise, but it would. I wouldn't. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, we can move on if nobody's interested. It's okay. I know it's early for some of us. Sometimes I envy you guys over on the east side because it's not so early over there. My next item will be, and this is unsigned, therefore it's only half the price. But man, that frame, it's a Michael's frame. I love that frame. Again, it's one of the ones that I really want to use the frame, but who am I kidding? These professional frames, I don't have the tools to reframe them because I have these little things that get stuck in there to keep the picture in, and I'm sure there's a machine to put them in. So we're starting this at $10. Whoops. And again, it's just a beautiful piece, and the colors. I love the colors. They all go together. Yeah, I've heard of hiding money, but believe you me, Barbie, I took a lot of art apart. I've never found a penny or a dollar bill. Nothing. Certainly not $1 million. So no. Plus, was framed at Michael's. I kind of doubt that someone gave a bunch of money and the picture to Michael's and told him, "Here, you frame this, and then you put the money in the back." Yeah, right. So this is, I don't know, is there signature? No, I do not have a signature on here. It's just a beautiful piece. It's really hard to tell on the screen. Oh, that old fork, which goes with my which I'm not wearing today, of course, my fork and spoon. Well, I have a spoon ring. That one was made from a spoon. And I've got fork, and I used to have a couple of fork bracelets. But with those bracelets, because every time you put them on, you have to open them up a little bit to get your fat wrist through them, and then you close them again. So after a while, eventually they break because of that. So now they do new ones, which I have one of those too, where they only use, like, again, the backs of the silverware, and then use a magnet, so you can open it with a magnet and you don't have to break it. But of course, it's missing the actual fork part, and that's the fun part about it. Because when they use the fork, they put the fork in all sorts of different. Hey, Delbert, good morning. So again, we're moving on. No, I'm not taking it personally. I understand. And yes, I'm sure you all love the art. You just don't have room for it, or you don't um, need it in your own house. I that happens to me all the time when I find stuff that someone is selling, and I always tell them, "Oh man, that's beautiful," and then I feel guilty for not buying it. And then I'm thinking, you know what? That's perfectly fine to appreciate a piece without having to buy it. And yes, of course, if I could, I would buy more stuff from YouTube sales like I used to. But once these credit card bills come in, you realize that no, it's the other way around. You need to sell. These bills need to be paid. I'm still playing catch up from last year. It's horrible. Ugh. So, anyways, what's next? Oh yeah, speaking of art, there is this totally cool frame. This was the Handmade Frame. I have no idea what they were thinking, but I love it. Like, these look like earrings, and they do look purple close up. Now they look black, but when I look at them, they look purple. And this on the side looks like some sort of a bracelet or something. And then they got this. It's just, I love this thing. And look at the back. Look at that. It's a can clip from a soda can or a beer can. And then they got these things up here on top. I don't know what these are supposed to be. And then on the bottom, they got some more of these clips. I just love how they made that thing. And we're starting this at $5. $5, we're starting this. I just really like that. And let's see. No, it's definitely a one of a kind piece. And the total length is about 7 3/4 on the outside by 7. and it has room for like a three. Inside it's about 3.5 by 3, so you can fit a small picture in there. Okay, we got an offer of $5 from Ancestor Beginnings. Thank you so much. Yeah, and you can make your own art and put that in there. That's what I would probably do. Make my own piece of art because it would go with the outside of this frame. Bizarre. It is bizarre. Hey Georgia, good morning. Dusty Moose, good morning. No, you didn't miss much. So yeah, this is just totally cool. It is a little bit thicker here, and this piece here, I don't know if I'm gonna. Well, I'll just probably stick something in there. I don't want to break it when I ship it, but yeah, I can put it. I can fold it up like that. It's not going to harm it, especially since this is metal anyway. So it's just a cool piece. Okay, we're at $8 with Dusty Moose. Thank you, Michelle. This is just, and then they got like some whatever that wire is. It's not chicken wire, but it is some sort of a wire that used up there. And I love the unevenness of it too. We got some of the blue here, and then you got some of the blue not here, and then you got those spots for the darker brown. It's just a totally cool piece. And look, it's not too big, and it's not super heavy. It's not gonna kill the bank shipping this. We're at $10. Thank you very much. Let's start the countdown. Except I'm not counting down. I'm still going once. $10 for Ancestral Beginnings. 11 for Dusty Moose. And we're going twice. Still have the opportunity, everybody, and no just in case, please. No just in case. Oops, sorry, Bree. I forgot to wait for you again. And we're calling it sold. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And there's a sold. Thank you. I appreciate it. $11 Dusty Moose Vintage. And yes, I'm supposed to wait for Bree. But I'll make exceptions because I'm just a fuddy-duddy like that. Thank you very much. And what's next? Ooh, the Mccoy Planter. I remember that totally cool Mccoy Planter I found. And I love this because of its simplicity, because it doesn't have any swans or cats or dogs or anything major on there. We're starting this at $12. It's plain, very mid-century modern design in very good shape with the turquoise inside. And it's got the Mccoy in the bottom there. It is marked. It's a footed planter. It's got footsies. Footsies. Hey, Gypsy Moon, good morning and thank you. That's one of my old tiger shirts that my friend gave me for birthday. The downside with these shirts is that they're all polyester. First of all, I hate polyester because it's bad for the environment. But secondly, especially in this climate, polyester is just horrible because it doesn't let any air through. It just makes you perspire underneath it. So all these cool shirts I have, yeah, I'm still wearing them though, but I wear more t-shirts when I go out now because the polyester stuff is just not summer friendly. In the wintertime it's fine, but then in the wintertime I don't wear long short sleeves all the time either. I tend to wear my long sleeves in the wintertime because we do have actually cool weather. So, Mccoy Planter, $12. Mccoy Planter. I just love this thing. And yes, I love it, and I'm still rehoming it. See what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't buy anything that I hate. I only buy things I like. And that way there, if nobody ends up purchasing them, I'm not mad about having to keep them. My house is mad though because there's no room to keep anything else. As you can tell, those chewy boxes behind me. Ugh. Whoops, there. They're full with framed pictures. There's actually the Cat Cafe in Phoenix. The La Gatara actually has another artist's thing tonight. I think it's tonight, or is it tomorrow night? For Charlie's birthday. Charlie is one of their cats, their own uh, rescued cats, not one of the ones that they are adopting out. And I've been there before to sell. I didn't do so well. I don't know why, but maybe I should try some actual art fairs this winter. Uh, I don't know, because those pictures are too nice to keep in boxes, and there's no room on my walls anymore. Well, and on that note, we're gonna move on. Thank you for listening to me blabber on about pictures while holding up a Mccoy Planter. And I have this totally cool pottery dish that I found. I just found that the other day. Look at that. I love it. And it is signed back here. Where is the signature now? Right. There, LE. So I don't know who LE is, but it is a beautiful piece. We're starting this at $15. It's got handles. And look at the glaze. $15 starting offer for the Pottery Dish. Signed LE. That's a beautiful piece with that red inside, and look, it looks like a heart. That looks like a heart right there. And it is 7 inches, almost, 7 inches outside diameter. And it is about 4.5 tall with the handles. So it's about 7 inches by 4. Without the handles, it would be about 3 inches tall. I hate these pop-ups. Now I don't know how to get rid of them. I guess I have to delete the entire program off of here to stop it from popping up once a month or so to tell me it expired. So I know it's a little bit more on the pricey side, but it is worth it. Believe me, it is a beautiful piece. It can be used for so many different things, and the design, I just love these designs. I always look at these. I want to connect the dot on these. I want to take a Sharpie and just start drawing something on these dots and see what I come up with. Especially on the inside, there's a lot more dots. Look what you can do with those. You can make a whole new piece of art out of them. That'd be fun. Hi, Joan. Good morning. And we have an offer of 15. I'm going to go ahead and start counting this down. Look at that. It's a beautiful piece. I actually like it very much. I wouldn't have minded keeping it, but I have so many pretty pottery pieces. And I just killed my cat water dish outside because I drove over it. Go figure. That was an old Temptations dish that I found at some point at Gucci. No, it wasn't Temptations. I already killed that before. So that was my next thought, to use this for cat water, but I knew I would kill it, plus it would get all nasty with all the water in there and the dirt that flies in there. So it doesn't deserve this. It deserves a better use, a better home. Now I gotta find another nasty old dish I can use for the cat water outside. At least it's been raining, so today they don't need that dish. Today they have plenty of water in the gutter that they can drink. And they love gutter water. It probably tastes better, I imagine, because they're always drinking all the gutter. They love that stuff. Okie dokie, going once. It's a beautiful piece. And yes, I would keep it if I had room for it. I have other beautiful pieces though. And going twice. Anyone else interested? This is your big chance. And then we're gonna call it. Well, we're still waiting for the leg. But we will be calling it sold. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Joan. That's a nice piece. You're gonna love it. So what's next? Oh yeah, next we have the Pewter Tea Can. Oh wait, I'm still waiting for the sold, but that's okay. It's all good. Oh yeah, call me impatient. What can you do? The Pewter Tea Can. This is the one that's made in Hong Kong. It's not the regular tea cans that are like, just regular aluminum cans or something. But this is a nice heavy piece, and I do not read Asian, so I have no clue what it says. If you do, let me know. But I do like this design. It kind of looks like a piece of wheat or something in the grass in the field. And we're starting this at $8. $8. It's a totally cool piece, and there is more this and more that. This looks a little different than the first one. And it's got, let's see, which is up. Oh, that was down. Oh, this is up. So it's got the stamp of, I can't really read it too well. What does it say? Specifically for UKPs or something, San Francisco, made in Hong Kong. So the company is in San Francisco that distributed this, but it was made in Hong Kong in their name for them. There you go. See the inside? It is actually pretty clean inside, and here's the lid. Yeah, and I don't smell anything nasty. I smell just the regular pewter smell, but it's nothing bad. It smells actually pretty neutral. And let's see. I'm really good at starting this measuring thing, but I never write down the measurements. That's why I stopped doing it ahead of time, because I forget to write down anyways. So it's about 6 inches tall total. About 6 inches tall. Okay, we got 8 from Michelle. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Let's go ahead and call this down. We're gonna go once. Going once for the totally cool Pewter Tea Can. Again, it's one of these items I would love to keep, but I can't. And why do I keep announcing that? I have no idea. Not like you care what I keep. Going twice. But then at the same time, I could be lying my butt off to you and make it sound oh so nice and pretty. But oh, hi Nancy, good morning. Oh, now we're coming up a little bidding war here. I don't mind at all. And we're gonna call it sold. Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. You're gonna like it. And it is definitely vintage, and I don't know if they make those anymore. I don't know. I've never seen one before. But I've seen a lot of tea stuff. And I got Michelle for $15. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And Nancy, I appreciate your offers as well. Thank you so much. Unless Bree sees something different. Bree will let us know what she sees. That's what in the end counts. And yeah, I know I should be more careful about calling things, because That's Bree's job, and I hate it when other people do that to me too. That's the funny thing is when I call it and someone in the seller already calls it before I can punch it in, I get all wound up and no, you're supposed to say that. You're supposed to wait for me. And now here, look at me doing the same thing. It kind of comes automatically. Sorry, Bree. I will try and forget. I will try and get better at this. Now, if there was a lot more offers, and if there was offers before and after the sold, I would be more careful. It all depends on the pace of the sale. Um, and we have one more piece of art. This is the owl picture. It's on canvas. No, um, yes, thank you very much. No glass. It's not too heavy. It's not too big. It's one of those, I believe, that are partly photo and partly made like look like painting. I know they have machines for that, and I actually I actually was going to get one of those machines and start doing this stuff. But all the equipment is so expensive, I just couldn't afford it. So you can tell here it is all printed on this canvas. There is a signature of some sort. It says the person who made it. It says handcrafted by Araceli A. I think my neighbor's name is Araceli, and I always have a hard time because I have no idea how to pronounce it. But I've learned to spell it, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's because I wrote down for my sitter and I was like, yeah, I gotta remember that name. She's really cool, and she's been my neighbor for 6 years and I still don't know how to pronounce her name. uh, oh yeah, that's right. We were starting this at $12. All you owl fans, there's the owl, and look at the colors. I just love this piece. I love this piece. And it's got some beautiful blue in it, no purple, but that's okay. I forgive the artist for leaving out the purple because these colors are still really nice. Now it does look a little grainy on my end here. The picture. I don't know if you get a clear picture or not because I don't have an HD camera to record this on. I'm just using my laptop. I do have an HD camera, but I don't know how. I don't think I can record live stuff on that camera. And I haven't measured it yet. This is 8, just a little over 8 by 12. So it's about an 8 by 12. Yes, that's a snow owl. Snow owl in front of something that's not snow. Yeah. With all sorts of designs around it. That looks like a painted owl too, so I don't know if that's an original paint or not. And this design, there are some. Oh, Alice. Or you talk to your resellers in your neighborhood, in your area, and see if they want to get them for free from you, and they can reuse them. I get free boxes from a friend who orders a lot too. That way, there I save the money to buy boxes. Of course, I always have to take off the old labels or at least blacken out the addresses, which I have one of those machine little things, those protect your ID things. Hi, Kim. Good morning. Those protect your ID things. And use that. It's one of these, and of course, mine is purple. It's one of these things that has like you open it up, it's got all sorts of letters and stuff on it, and it draws this black strip of letters over your information, so that way there you can recycle or give it away without having to worry about people stealing your information. Okay, no one take us on the owl. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Still a pretty owl though. Next, Oh yes, and we have this Nippon set, and this one is, again, it's a little more on the higher side because it is, of course, it's kind of a little dirty because whoops. It is the Nippon set. Nippon, so it's an antique, most likely. It's got a creamer and sugar, I believe. I don't know if this is a sugar or if it's for something else. It probably did not come with a lid because there is no room for a lid. It's got one tiny spot right here. That's a little right there, a little spot right there. But you can hardly see that spot. Everything on the outside is in excellent shape. We're starting this at $25 for the set. I do not want to break up the set. Here's the hand-painted Nippon on the bottom. And even the gold is still pretty much there. A lot of times this rubs off first. I mean, and look at the top. And these are little dots all over the edge there. I mean, considering the age, that they're not just still together, but that they're pretty much unharmed, it is just amazing. And here's the other one. Look at the purple flowers. There's some purple again, and green. I know some of you love the green. It is just, yeah, and they were a little more on the pricey side. Funny thing is, I picked those up, and I picked up another set of creamer and sugar dishes, and the other set was priced as a set. This set was not priced as a set. So this one was per each the same price as the other one I paid for the entire set. So yeah, I'm sure those are violets. It kind of looks like it. Plus they are violet. I mean, this is hand painted. This is really old. It was made in Japan, and someone took really good care of it. I mean, how many spots are there that could be really damaged? I mean, all these footsies could have fallen off by now. Again, there's just one little boo-boo right there, but it's just, you can hardly see it. So this is, let's see, this one is about 4 3/4 by, depending on where you measure it, outside, inside, 3.5 outside, 4 3/4 by 3.5 outside measurements, because it's got the little belly. The opening itself is about not quite 3 inches. And this one is a similar measurement. This one is 2.5 on the inside and about 3 on the outside. It's a little bit smaller. And 5 from here to the spout, not counting the handle. Now the handle is rubbed off a little bit, but you know what though? That happens when you use it. That means it was used, it was loved, it was not just put away and forgotten. So if there's no takers, that's okay. We can move on. I won't bore you any longer with these. I love them though. Does not fit in my house because I'm trying to go more with a mid-century modern now. But there were days when I would have had this in my cabinet too, because I really like this. It just, yeah, that's why I picked it up too. I could not leave this behind. I wasn't sure how many people would find this and actually appreciate it. Actually, yeah, know what it is and all that good stuff. So we got I don't know what this is. I keep thinking it's a miniature bean pot, but I don't know if it is or not. And this one we're gonna start at $7. This is a totally cool piece. It's tiny. I keep finding these and I never know what these are. Usually they're bigger though. But I've seen them as bean pots. I don't know if they are. It got a hole in the lid so the steam can come out, evaporate, escape, or whatever the word is. And we have, there's a design on top that I really like. It does look, I don't know if it's handmade or not, but it's definitely, that design is cool. Thank you, Barbie, for taking over. Appreciate it. And this is it is in excellent shape. It is in excellent shape. You can use it for, I don't know, just for little odds and ends. There you go. It's signed. What is it? GW, I believe it says. So it is signed. It is, let me see. Do the measuring thing again. It is about 4 inches diameter. 4 inches diameter. And you can just use it as a display piece. You can use it for your rings maybe. Or as a dress on your dresser, or you use it in your kitchen. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these little things though, but for one person, I could put my lentils in there and leave them with water and let them, before I process them, before I cook them, because it's such a nice small size, right for one person. I need those small things all the time. Yeah, super chili. It's a little small for that. But it's maybe for like a condiment or something. Put your salsa in there when you have your taco night on Taco Tuesdays. Because it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. That's why I picked it up too, even though it's usually too small for me to pick up, because a lot of you don't want these tiny items. But at the same time, they're easier to ship. They're not as fragile, easier to pack up because it doesn't make it into a huge package when they're all padded and ready to go. And it's just a nice piece for display. That's why the small ones are nicer to display, because you can fit more on your shelf than of the big ones. But we can move on. That's okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't see any accidents, Barbie. You're all good. Unless you did something on. Oh, okay. I don't have the chat on my phone, so I'm not seeing what's actually being said on YouTube. Maybe I should do that, huh? Hi, Bismarck. Okay, yeah. Oops. All good. Yeah. Hi, Bismarck saying hi. Him and Myrtle are having a tiff. I don't know what's going on. Yesterday, everything was fine. They were sitting under the tree because I just had the tree trimmed. So now they can sit under the tree. And he was cleaning her and everything was happy. And all of a sudden, he started chasing her across the yard. I don't know what happened. And ever since, she's getting on his nerves. This morning, every time she came up to him, he went bang. He's good at that. He just goes bang. So he's not outright attacking her or fighting her as in, attacking her and growling and stuff. He's just giving her the bang, go away. So, uh-oh. Everything okay with your daughter? I hope everything is fine, Bree. Is it? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with those two. I don't know. Trouble in paradise, huh, Bismarck? Oh, you got the tiger over here on your spot. So if you want to move back over there, you can do that too. Because then you'll be in the picture, right? Now he's right behind me and not in the picture. So, oh, the other one, yeah. Cool. Next, we're gonna move on from the miniature bean pot. We have another pot. This one is the honey pot. We're starting this at $12. Isn't that cool? And look, it's shiny. And it comes with the little wooden honey ladle thingy piece. Those are usually gone. Those are usually gone. So, and this is a beautiful piece. I mean, it's got some real nice and, yeah, reflection. Look, there's another selfie. Another tiger selfie. But yeah, it's so hard to see on the screen. That's really the downside of YouTube. It's like you cannot show the pieces as pretty as they really are. They really are. And this one is totally clean, and it's got the signature this way. What is that? Rising or rising, and then it says on that side Las Cruces. So it comes from New Mexico, most likely. And it is, and here's the lid. I mean, look at the design on the lid, too. Hi, Myrtle. And look, it's a real nice piece. Look what else it can do. Ta-da! This piece actually stands up in the lid. I don't know why you would want to put this on top of the lid, but you can. You can make it the honeypot tower of Babel. Anyways, you can make it the honeypot tower. Okay, and we got Joan with 12. Thank you so much, Joan. Yeah, this is a beautiful piece, and it's so shiny. I love it. I love it, but again, that's why I'm rehoming it and give one of you the chance to love it as well. See, that's what you do with these items that you love. You rehome them and you hope that they have a very long and happy life with their new home. And we're gonna go ahead and start counting this down. We're gonna go once. And yes, shiny. Shiny, shiny. And we're gonna go twice. And I'm just realizing how much faster everything shows up on my phone than it does on my StreamYard. And I appreciate your support. I'm gonna call it sold. And thank you very much. That's it, Joan, you got it. You got an excellent deal there. I know you're gonna love this piece. That's beautiful. And next we have the, and I know people keep telling me amber is a fall color. Well, we're coming up on fall. Next month it'll be fall. And it's such a beautiful piece. I couldn't resist. It's a satin amber pitcher. Or we could use it as a creamer. It's a large creamer, a small pitcher, or none of the above. Or you can use it as a vase, or you can use it for your toothbrush. Thank you, Brie. I appreciate it. And thank you, Joan. And we are starting this totally cool piece at $9. I mean, I just love this. I've never seen one of those before. It's a beautiful piece. It's got just a few wear and tear marks that are like this one. I don't know what that is right there. It's just there. Oh, can't even see it. But it's just, and it's very comfortable to hold, and it's just a beautiful piece. I don't know why I picked it up, but and here's the bottom. And here's the inside. It's still a little dirty. I didn't get a chance to clean it yet, but I'll clean it before I ship it. So, and Kaz is back. Thank you. All good, Barbie. We all make those mistakes. That's why I usually just click away the picture when I put my phone in my pocket because I know it does things. And when I'm moderating, I try not to put my phone in my pocket because I've seen too many mods accidentally uh, time out people. Heck, I gave a seller a $5 super chat once with my butt. That was even worse. That cost me money. My butt was donating $5 to the YouTube seller while I was driving. I wasn't even on that chat. I don't know how my butt found that chat. But at the same time, that person, I'm sure that person could have used it, so it's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with donating some money to a YouTube seller who's working hard to make a living. Of course, I wasn't there. I'm sure they thanked me, and I wasn't there to set the record straight. They sort of told me, "Yeah, you gotta thank my butt." Look at that, my little white buffalo up there in the handle of the creamer. So I don't see any huge interest. So we're gonna move on once again. What else do we have? We have the tie-dye pottery. Where is it? Here it is. And I believe this is from New Mexico as well. And this is one of my other favorite pieces. Starting this at $11. Look at that tie-dye on that pottery. I just love this design. Starting this at $11. Look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? I think that is absolutely amazing. And it is signed right here. There we go. It looks like it says New Mexico Pottery, USA. But I could be wrong. It could be something else. And it is glazed inside. So if you want to use it as a vase or something, you can put water in it without having to worry about leaking. So that's another thing, because a lot of these I've learned. I bought that vase for my cousin, which had like a desert design on it, like a cactus and stuff. It was a vintage from the 1980s, typical 1980s piece. And I learned from her that way that those vases are sometimes leak water. And yeah, lo and behold, it leaked water. She used it, and there was water coming out of them. Very little, very not like a whole waterfall, but it did like leak a little bit. So I've learned that. I've learned that day. And this one, because it's glazed inside, I'm sure it will not leak the water if you put water in there. So we got Nancy at 13. Oh yeah, true. How big I should have. Thanks, Michelle. It's about 4 inches across on top, and it is about 4.5 inches tall. So the opening is 4 inches, and of course over here it's a little more than 4 inches, where the belly is. And it's about 4.5 inches tall. Wow, look at that. I saw that and I had to have it. It wasn't even on sale. It was one of the few items that I picked up even though it was not on sale. I rarely do that, but sometimes I just have to because I just can't resist. Oh, like a butterfly right there. This thingy there. Whoops. Or a bird. It could be a bird too. We're gonna go ahead and start counting it down. I'm gonna go once. And this looks like Loch Ness, the monster of Loch Ness coming out of the water. This piece here. That guy. Nessie. Going twice. Yeah, those colors are amazing. I don't know how they did that, how they made this. I'm gonna call it sold. It's amazing. Yes, I hate to see this go, but I'm happy it's going to find a new home. Let's see. Thank you very much, all of you, for your offers. Let's see what Bree is seeing, if she's seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Yep. Michelle for 14. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And thank you, Nancy, as well. I'm glad you all appreciate a good, nice piece. Bismarck. I was worrying about him behind me because I don't wanna squish him, but then he's big enough, he knows not to get squished. He can move out of the way if he has to. So what else do we have? Oh yeah, the purple piece I forgot last week. My own collection, sun purple piece of glass that's almost heart shaped. And this piece we're going to start at $8. It's probably less than what I paid for it, because I bought that for my collection. When I pay something for my collection, then I'm not quite so choosy on the price, which I should be, but and it does have a little bit of an issue right there on top, but you can hardly see it. It looks like it was just a little chippy there. But other than that, it seems to be in really good shape. And again, it started the very light sun purple shade, and you can put out in the sun a little bit longer and get it darker. That's what I was going to do with it, but I never did. And it's got just regular wear and tear on the inside of the top there. It's like almost as if someone had a lid or something on it once, but it's just nothing major. It's just a beautiful piece. I love it. It's like a nice offering piece. You can put like candy in there or something and offer it to your guests. Would you like a piece of candy? Would you like a piece of candy? There you go. Take some M&Ms. Take some cashews. Purple heart. Pretty. That's a good one. Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, that sun purple is funny because it's like either you love it or you hate it. People are very, and the purists hate it. They don't want their glass purple. They want the glass the original color. Me, I love my purple. And I have plenty of white glass, but the purple glass is, to me, that's special. See, go figure. And I may want to try and leave it out in the sun a little bit longer and see what happens if nobody's interested in it today. Or if you're interested in it today, you may pick it up and you may try it yourself and see how much darker you can get this. Because I've seen some real nice dark sun purple pieces. They look gorgeous. It's a gorgeous color that comes out. More like a lilac. But yeah, and I don't know why people don't like it, but you know what? To each their own. There's nothing wrong with not liking it. But we don't seem to have anyone interested, so we're gonna move on. Again. Let's see what else I have. Oh, I got this totally cool Aardvark Bird. Now I know how I ended up with this piece. I got really lucky that I found him. He's made in Canada. We're starting him at $9. $9 for that little Aardvark Bird. Isn't that a cutie? Look at that birdie. Uh-huh. And here is, it's got the sticker. Aardvark made in Canada. Right, Michelle? That purple is cool. That's just really... someone told me amethyst was September, and I was so excited and so thrilled, and then I found out that whoever told me that was wrong. Because I was like, yes, I like to be an amethyst. It's my favorite color. It's perfect for my birthstone. Oh well. It's still my favorite color. Look at that birdie. I'm just absolutely in love with this birdie. It's in such good shape too. I don't see any chips or anything. It's a little bit shiny in spots and a little bit unshiny in other spots. But it's all in all pretty shiny guy. I don't know, it looks like a duck. That's a little duck. I love ducks. Ducks and goothies. I love ducks and goothies. I know people hate goothies because they leave poo behind. But you know what? We all leave poo behind. Just because we have toilets to flush them down, we can't blame the goothies. If they have a problem with that poo, they can build some toilets for the goothies to flush their poo down too. So there. But in the meantime, I'm surprised nobody was liking this duck, because I'm just thrilled about it. But that's okay. Maybe next time we'll find some duck lovers. Not everybody can like the same thing, but that would be so boring. So what else? What else do we have? What else do we have? We have. Oh yes, another one of my favorites. They're all my favorites today. What did I do? I have nothing but favorites, and I'm selling them all. The milk glass candy dish. Now I stopped the milk glass because I have a whole collection of milk glass that I haven't sold yet. But this one I fell in love with instantly, and I had to have it, and I had to offer it to you because it is just so beautiful. And the color is so beautiful because you can use it for any occasion. And you can put stuff in there for the occasion with all sorts of colors. It all goes together, nothing clashes. I was starting this at $10. How can I give this away for $10? Hey, anything make you happy, right? $10 for the milk glass candy dish. Let me see how tall, how big it is. Now it is about 7.5 to 8 inches. It's about 8 inches on the widest piece, and it is about 6.5 inches on the not so wide. But that's only the edge, and it is roughly 4 inches tall. Roughly 4 inches tall. But look at it. And I don't even like white. But this one I really like. I like that it's got the clear on top there. And I like the way that it is shaped there on top. And here's the bottom. And I really like the idea that you can use it for any occasion. You don't have to, because you got the different colors. You can put different colors in there. It's not flashing. You can use your red and green for Christmas, your M&Ms for Halloween, or your candy corn, whatever you like. Martha, good morning. It's just amazing. It's such a beautiful piece. I have no idea. I have no idea if that's called Silvercrest, but it would make sense. It's just a beautiful piece. And it's an excellent shape, because these things usually, that's where, where you could have a nicks in it or something, but it doesn't have any nicks. And it's shiny. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Now we learned something. Silvercrest. I haven't heard of Silvercrest before. Thank you for bringing that up. Cool. Oh, and I was just bitten by a mosquito or something. That's the downside of the rainy season, is that we get mosquitoes. We don't have a whole lot of mosquitoes here, but sometimes when it's rainy, like it's been the past week or so, they develop quickly. All of a sudden, they show up, and I got the door open. So, we're going to go ahead and count this down. We're going once. Anyone interested? Now is your time. We got the $10. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to highlight these things, right? Look! I can highlight. I forget that I can do that. And I forget that I can schedule my 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 lives ahead of time. Going twice. Yep, that was a nice storm last night. Right, Kim? That was fun. Except it woke me up with the thunder. I don't mind the thunder, but when I'm trying to sleep, then I kind of tend to get a little bit iffy about it. Yep, we're gonna call it sold. And I still see Martha. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And please do send me your info. My email is right there, tigerstimelesstreasures@gmail.com. I don't recall having your info. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I'm shipping from Arizona, in case anyone is wondering. Thank you, Bree. Appreciate it. So what else do we have? We're almost done. We have this totally cool ballerina figurine. Now she's a little bit smaller. I got a whole ballerina collection now. I don't know how I ended up with that within just a few days from zero to, yeah. But, and this gal gonna start at $6. Look at her. Even the face is so detailed. If you like your ballerinas, or if you have a kid or a grandchild who likes dancing or who's into that kind of stuff, that would be a nice stocking stuffer. After all, we're coming up on Christmas rather fast. There we go. Here's the tag, made in Korea. So she is vintage, and she is about 5 inches tall. She's about 5 inches tall, and she's just so cute. I love the face. I love the detail in her face, except for that one little issue with the makeup on her left eye. She didn't do a good job on there. She kind of smeared it a little bit, probably with all the sweat with dancing and stuff. It happens, when you're a ballerina and when you're just moving around and dancing and being pretty the whole time, then your makeup could could smear a little bit. That happens. But I love the detail. Even the ruffles on her skirt and everything. I know those skirts have names too, I forgot. Oh, I don't know what she's leaning against there, but that's okay. And look at those feet even. No one interested in the ballerina. That's fine. We're moving on again. Tutus, genau. Yep, that's it. Tutus. So what else we got? We got a few more things, but we're almost done. We got another smaller one, the art glass duck. And that one is starting at $6 as well. Look at that. I love those art glass birdies. I have so many. I had so many. I sold all of those. So if you already have one and need a companion for yours, or if you want to start your own collection, this is it. It's totally cool, clear art glass duck. It's not a bluebird of happiness. Those come a dime a dozen. It's not a ward. None of the wards made this. It's not signed, but it's just a cool piece. And I love my ducks. What can I say? I always love my ducks. When I see ducks, I always stop and watch them and take pictures. And swans too, though. Swans are pretty too. They can be pretty mean, though. I think everybody can be mean when they're attacked or when they feel attacked. Can't really blame them. Look at that duck. Love the eye. Love the way they got the eye in there. Oh, Hi, Yippee and thank you so much for letting me know the little crock with the microwave cooker. That would make sense. That would make sense. This one's kind of small, but that's why it's so small, so you can put it in a microwave along with another one or something else. Cool. Thank you for the info. What? No one likes ducks? Come on, what's with you today? Where are my duck lovers? No owls, no ducks. I should have brought some cats, shouldn't I? Mm-hmm. Next time we'll bring the kitties again. I know you all like kitties better than birdies. So, and now the slipper vase that kind of goes with a ballerina. We're starting this one at $9. I picked it up because I thought it was so different and it was so cool. It's a slipper. It goes with the ballerina collection. And there is a tag here. So this is made in Taiwan. That's what I thought. I just double checked. So it is made in Taiwan. But it's just different. That's why I picked it up. Yes, I did say $9, right? $9 starting on this. Because it's so different. I know there's people out there who love the stuff, who love the ballerinas, who love the dancing, who dance. That would be a perfect gift for someone like that. Or if your if your child or grandchild has a recital of some sort or does dance, then that would be a nice gift afterwards. Yay, you made it. Congratulations. Here's your slipper vase. Oh, so there's the inside. And let me see how tall it is. It is about 8 inches tall. Roughly 8 inches tall. I just really like the way it looks. It looks so, I don't know, it looks kind of real. It looks very authentic. It's got the little rose on there. But we don't have the dancers on the group today. I don't blame you. I'm not a dancer either. But that's okay. We'll find dancers somewhere else, some other day. And if you know any dancers, feel free to send them my way. Tell them, oh man, Tiger had this thing, you know? Here's the email. Okie dokie. But now we're going back to Tonala, to the Mexican duck. Oh, that's right. You don't like the ducks today. That's okay. It's Mexico. Tonala. Well, I don't know. There's the signature. And we are starting this guy at $9. $9 starting offer for this totally cool duck. Look at it's a glazed one too. It's a nice one. It's got a different design, not the usual design. There we go. And here's the back. I love the color on this, and I love the design on the back. Those flowers and the leaves and stuff. That's just such a beautiful, beautiful piece. And this one looks different too. I'm kind of mesmerized by that. That looks interesting. I'm still trying to figure out what it looks like. Let's see. This guy is about 5 inches tall and about 5 inches long, roughly. So it's roughly 5 by 5. Yes, it is very detailed, right, Bree? And here's the head. Got some feathers. And the big eye. And there's the beak. And another big eye. And then here's the... So yeah, those were really nice. I was happy. They just brought them out. They just brought them out, and I snitched them off the shelf as soon as she put it down on the shelf because I figured Someone out there is gonna be happy with these. There's two of them. But today we're only offering this one. You think it's a quail? You know what? Yeah, it's got the poof. It's, that's even better. Because ducks come a dime a dozen. Quail, not so much. And I love quail. Yeah, Bree, I think you're right. I never thought of it, but thank you for bringing that up. So we have a quail that pretends to be a duck. Oh, that's the Halloween costume. Coming up on Halloween. The quail was pretending to be a duck in my mind. Oh. Okay, Bree is interested in the quail. We can do that, Bree. $9? Barbie, are you there? Can you take over the counting down? Because I think we can go ahead and count it down already now. We're gonna call it going once. Let's hope Barbie didn't run off after the little pocket boo-boo earlier. And got all frustrated, crying in her corner somewhere. I would not want that. No, 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 we don't like that. That's okay. And we're gonna call it going twice. Yeah, okay, Brie, I'll let you get away with it this time. Since we don't have the big run on it anyways. And we're gonna call it sold. Yep. Cool. And one last item. We have the obligatory, and thank you, Bree, appreciate it. The obligatory anchor hawking bowl. I know there are a few out there, but they're just beautiful. Every time I love them again. I love the shape, and this one is green. I know you all like the green. I prefer the purple, but I know you all like the green. We're starting this at $7. $7 for the anchor hawking. And this guy is roughly 5 by 5, 5 in diameter, and it's roughly 3 high. Oh, don't worry, Barb. It's all good. And yeah, you're driving. You keep an eye on the traffic. I'm not gonna have you get into any accidents while you're counting down and driving. That is not allowed. So, anchor hawking, $7 for that beautiful green piece. It's a nice little salsa dish, a condiment dish, or you can put your onions in there for sprinkling on top of something. Some people like to sprinkle onions on top of things or other things, or your nuts, the cashews. Road construction, yeah. Yeah, we have road construction all year round here. And here where I live, they decided to tear up all the roads all of a sudden and start doing things like move the power lines underground in 2022. Actually, 21. They started last year. It's taken forever. So, yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, we've had construction ever since. And it's a pain. No? Okay, that was it. Not interested in that either. So is anybody interested in a recap? We can do the first few items. I think everybody was here for the second. Ooh, Martha. Martha came in with a $7 offer. Now we're going to go ahead and count that down. Going once. The anchor hawking dish. $7. Going once. Yeah, Michelle, we're gonna do a recap here in a minute. Well, you only missed the two art pieces. You came, I think, doing the third piece. Going twice. No, 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 no. And sold. No, 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 no. Yeah. Elevator music, nah. I'm not into music. And no, I cannot sing. Sorry if your cats ran off. Bismarck is still here, though. He's sound asleep. He didn't even hear me. Because my cats are the first ones to run when I start singing. And my friends tell me to shut the F up. Thank you so much, Martha. I appreciate it. Got you down for 7 for the anchor hawking. Wonderful. Okie dokie. So, we started with the, where are they? Oh, they're both over here. We had this one for $10. Unsigned, but totally cool and such a beautiful frame. If nothing else, I love the frame. It's like a, I don't know what it's called, but it's, I don't know. It's not signed, but it is a beautiful piece. It's like a collage or something. I know there's a word for it. There's like a little thread going in here, and then they painted on some, looks like watercolor, or maybe they stamped on it. And again, this piece is, on the outside measurements, it's about 13.5 by 16. 16 by 13.5 outside measurements. And if you're interested in the art without the frame, I'll be happy to take it out of the frame and ship it without the frame. Mixed media, that's the word. Thank you, Bree. What is it with me and words today? I keep missing my words. Oh, thank you so much, Martha. I appreciate it. So, mixed media, yes. No one interested? That's fine. I may just take it apart and keep the frame, after all, and put something else in there. And then there was this piece, Patty Deuter, or Deuter, I would say Deuter, a Zuni bear. It's numbered and signed. There's the number, 607 of 900, and there's a signature. And her resume is on the back. And again, if you would like the piece of art without the frame, I'll be happy to take it out of the frame. Now this is about roughly 13 by 11. And it's a beautiful frame though. Again, I love the frame, but this one I paid, it was on sale, but I paid more for than what I normally would pay for just the frame. Because I was hoping that some of you would be interested in that piece of art. And I'm sure someone is. I know a lot of you like the native type stuff. Now, this lady is originally from Mexico, and she was living in Colorado when she made this piece. So, what else do we have? That was $20, by the way. $20 for that piece. I must. Next, what comes next? What else did we have? Let me go back in my book. There was a lot we had. The Mccoy Planter is still available. That was $12 for the nice mid-century modern Mccoy Planter. And it's signed on the bottom. It's footed planter. It got 4 footsies. Why do we call it feet? It's really more like legs. The feet are missing. It has 4 legs. And it is about 9 by 9 by 3.5 outside measurements. Beautiful piece. $12. Mccoy Planter. Yeah, I got that from the antique mall. I had some nice stuff at the antique mall. And the owl picture on canvas. That one was $12. And it was handmade by Araceli A. There's the sticker. So those are totally cool. That is a beautiful piece of art. Another one that I wouldn't mind hanging on my wall, but where? I have no room on my wall. And then there is this pot that we were just educated as a microwave pot, which I didn't even know it was, but it's a beautiful piece. That little piece was $7. Look at the design on top there. I really like that design and the colors. It's a beautiful piece. And it is, and yes, it's got the hole in the lid for the steam to escape. It is roughly, was it 4.5 by 2.5, roughly. That was that. Then we had the Nippon set of creamer and sugar. $25 because it's Nippon. Yes, that's a fork. I've had that for a long time. I haven't been wearing earrings, but sometimes I just pull them out and wear them. It goes with my fork bracelet I had once, but that broke eventually. So these two pieces, $25 for the set of two, not a choice. Nippon, which makes it an antique. Look at that design. It's such a beautiful piece. That's a tiger pin that I got from Beth, the Carolina princess, who incidentally I'm going to have a sale with on Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on her channel. So come on over Sunday morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. 12:30 Eastern time. Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. There we go. So that was $25 for the set because it is old and it is in such good shape. Just one little boo-boo right there. One little boo-boo. It's very small, hardly visible. But man, these are in such good shape and so old. I'm just mesmerized by having these in my hand, holding them in my hand. And this, yeah, that's why I picked them up. Okay. I think everything else you all have seen already. The satin picture, the amber picture, or creamer or whatever. Love that piece. Love the satin, the amber, and with a clear handle. That one was $9. And then we had the sun purple heart. DPIA got you for sugar and creamer. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Got the sun purple heart. That one was $8. And I think everything else you've seen, you've been here for. So that was it. And man, it's going so much faster with not a second person, but it's also so much lonelier with not a second person. I'm going to have to start doing that second person again. It's more fun to sell with another person. So I'm going to have to send out some emails and start inviting some people. And I'm so bad with the announcements. I forgot to post pictures on Instagram for my sale. I know I had a quick short on YouTube and that was it. It was just, yeah. Oh well. APIA. I always get your letters wrong. UPIOA when I'm looking for that name. And that's another thing I haven't figured out. How to get the chat to replay. Someone told me in order to get the chat to replay, I have to set that on YouTube after I set the broadcast, but I couldn't figure that out. I couldn't find it. Now, when I do it on the actual YouTube directly, I figured it out. But when I do it through StreamYard, I have no clue. Oh well, that's the advanced setting. Because I know one day I needed to go back and look at the chat because I was going to look up something and the chat wasn't there. Oh well. So thank you everybody for showing up. Please remember the thumb. I don't care if it's up or down, as long as you mark the thumb, that helps. I appreciate the thumb. And thank you for your purchases, and thank you for rehoming, helping me rehome those items. And thank you for coming back to me blabbering on and on about something that makes totally no sense. And with that, we're going to let you all go on to the next sales coming up. I know there's a bunch coming up. You all know the deal. You all keep it